Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. We're going to be doing some coverage of the transmutation process. We're going to go over some basics. You might already know some of this stuff. You might not. I like to do these sort of easy beginner type things because I'm telling you what, I miss more things that are so simple than probably anybody else in the game. So I figure, you know what? If I miss it, maybe somebody else does too. And even if it's one, I figure out why not put it out there. So we're going to be looking at cards and gear. And we'll throw in a couple things that maybe are some decent suggestions for you to do as well. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description below. Easiest way to follow along with the content and community. As well as hammer down like button, click notification bells, and subscribe if you'd like. All right, so now let's go check out what we're doing with this transmutation.
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, so everybody, I mean, at this point, you might or might not know, but the Transmutator is over here on the right side of the Omega Flight headquarters. It's this cute little button here. So you come over here, you've got two options. You can see on the top, there's gear. On the bottom, there's cards. So the idea, high level stuff here first. Okay, so just looking at cards. The only thing that is going to change when you transmute your card is this exclusive stat. That's it. Nothing else is going to change. And what I mean by that is it's going to change which character it's on and which actually stat it's going to give you. So if I select this card, you can see I can transmute it. And it says transmute Omega card exclusive stats into another hero's exclusive stats. You click the target list, you can see that it is not going to go on Black Widow because I'm on that character. So if I wanted to change this card to something for Black Widow, that makes no sense to transmute it while I'm on Black Widow. Go be on a character that you don't want the stats to be for. So this can transmute into anything for Captain America, Marvel, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Star-Lord, and Storm because I'm on Black Widow. Now, it can be any of the exclusive stats for each one of those characters. So Iron Man, maybe it's air to surface, or maybe it's defense pierce, or PvP increase or decrease. And you take all those different stats and put those for each character. Cooldown decrease for Doctor Strange or something along those lines. So there are a lot of different options that this card could potentially re-roll into if I want to go ahead and transmute it. Same thing with this card. You know what I mean? And this is one that, you know what? I don't like surface air. So maybe I should take that card and put it into storage and see what else it can be. And you know what? Even this, this specific one for my Spider-Man, it's like, you know, I don't love the bonus stats there, but I like the exclusive stats. So like, maybe I don't go re-roll that one right away, right? That might be something that I want to do the regular re-roll with a 6-star card and get different stats on it. But that's a different video. So if you go in here and like I said, if I click this and I select it and I want to do that, it's 100,000 gold to do it. Not too bad. Everyone was sort of freaking out when this first came out in the video. And everyone thought, well, wait a minute. Why is it 200 crystals? That could take forever. 4 stars, same thing. So whether you're doing it with 4-star, 5-star, or even let's just click a 6-star here for a second, still 100,000. Okay. So you've got a lot of these cards that you could go ahead and do this for if you want. It's up to you. You decide. We'll show one here in a minute. This Star-Lord one again. I've got, you know, surface to air. All right. I don't love that. All right. So maybe I want to go play around with that. See if I can re-roll it into something. And you know what? Let's actually do that at the end of this video before we get into that. So then the next part is, while we're here, gear. All right. So gear. I've got this Xander boots. Frankly, I don't need these for Widow at all. Same thing with the New Stark City Widow's Bite. You know, 100,000 again, 100,000 again. That's what it costs. All you do, and again, it's if I'm on Widow, it can go to, you know, these, you can see it. It's these Widow boots, Black Widow, but all the other ones are there, right? Captain Marvel, etc. It excludes those. 12.5% chance. Let's just go ahead and do this so you can see what actually happens here. It's going to go to somebody else. Who do we get? Who did we get? Goes to Captain Marvel Xander. Okay. So it's like, all right, HP recovery, stam recovery, HP again. That changed. So for this one, we'll do one more. We'll do just for fun, New Stark City. And you can see the, we didn't pay attention to this the first time here, but you can see the stats here as you're looking at it. And it's like, okay, let's select this. Let's see. And you can see now that's a different character there. Let's just transmute it. All right. That's 100,000 gold for the video, right? Go ahead and transmute this sucker. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Yes, we're going to do it. Who's it going to go to? It's going to go to Iron Man, New Stark City Gauntlet. I don't even have Iron Man, but you know what? The stats at the bottom there, status, effect, resistance, dodge rate, guard, damage, decrease, defense, all of the same. And I took a screenshot just to confirm all the numbers stayed the same. They don't change. So that's literally the only thing that is changing. So now I'm going to unlock these. I will drop these into my storage and go ahead and pick them up on my other characters. And so if they want to use them, great. There's one more thing that I want to look at the transmutation process for the gear that should be a little tip for you. So I'm over on my Captain Marvel. You know, I drop those things into storage. I'll pull them out because, you know, there's no point to leave them in there. Now, what gear am I rolling on my main tune, right? So on my main tune, I'm Black Widow. I am rolling Midgardia. What can I now do? Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. Now it's only 1 star, right? So if I go to the transmuter, so I'm on the transmuter and I'm thinking, all right, now first off, I can't show it because it's not 4 stars, but you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up. I'm going to build up with all my alts and where I have those 1-star pieces of gear. I'm going to build them up to 4 stars. All right, so I'm going to build that up. Now, I don't have a lot to do with there, but I'm going to build that so that I can then start transmute it and trying to get it to my Widow and use it for nano fodder. Okay, if I know I'm not going to use my Midgardia or whatever it is that I've got on my alts, because you get all those helms. I have all these helms. Maybe it's Hydra. Maybe it's Sakaar. Maybe it's Xanderth. Whatever your main tune is, whatever the regional gear you're using, I would go to your alts, get that headpiece that you got from all of them, or if you randomly got another piece from wherever, I would then 4-star it and then put it, start transmuting it to try to get it to roll to your main. So that way when you're on your main, then you build it up and use it for nano, right? So that's an easy way to get some nano fodder. Gotta love that, right? Hopefully that's a decent tip for you. All right, so now we're talking the card storage again. Now I talked about this card and I want to store it, but I actually need to unequip it first. All right, so I'm going to take that card. I'm going to go to my hero, Omega card, Star-Lord. I don't like that, unequip. All right, I'm not going to equip anything else. So squad. Then I go to card storage and I just drop that card. Where's my Star-Lord? Drop it into storage. So, all right, there it is. Now it's in storage. I'm now going to go to a different tune and then re-roll that until I get a stat that I'm happy with on Black Widow. Could take a little, could take a lot. All right, so I'm on my other character here, Captain Marvel. I got to go to card storage and I go find my Star-Lord card. I retrieve it. All right, now again, transmuter. Cards, Star-Lord, select. Now again, target list, it's going to exclude Captain Marvel. So now I'm basically looking for Black Widow. We are at 18. I'm going to snap this so I do not forget it. We are at 18,775 gold. All right, we'll see how much that ends up costing at the end of the day here. Let's just start going, right? So target, we're going to do it. Transmute a mega card. Let's see what happens. Yes. All right, and it's going to be who? Spider-Man PvP increase. I like the exclusive, not the character. All right, so let's do it again. Unlock it. Select. There we go. 2 more. Now we're 2 in, I guess. What do we get? Doctor Strange, air to surface. Both blah. Okay, let's select again. Iron Man defense pierce. I like this stat, not the character. So this keeps going. I do this for as long as, you know, I do it. Now, I will not recommend this for somebody who does not have as much gold as I've got. I mean, I don't have a ton. I don't have 30 million or anything like that, but I've got a decent chunk. So I can go ahead and feel comfortable doing this to try to get it so that I can get the right roll on this particular card. I'm on a storm roll here right now, but that's basically, and you know, if you've got multiple tunes you play, it's less risky. Now, one thing I hope that happens in the future that is at some point that they actually let you limit a couple characters on it, because, you know, if you get if you get, you know, 2 more characters, 3 more characters, the chances of getting this to the right character is not going to happen, right? It's just going to be tough. It's going to take a long time. You never know what's going to happen. You can see I'm already 1,000,000 gold into this. So it's kind of like, all right. And it's just Love and Storm. It's like, all right, like, why do you keep going to Storm? I don't want Storm. Give me something on Black Widow. And that's the thing. Does it have to be perfect on Black Widow? No, I mean, Iron Man and Storm, it just keeps going there. So again, I keep doing this until I get it. And that's why you can see you don't necessarily want to just willy-nilly do this in a card, because now it's like, all right, like, what if I can't get this back to Black Widow and I'm, you know, running out of, you know, gold, which I need for a ton of other stuff. All right, that might be a problem, right? And it's nonstop giving me Spider-Man, all these guys. I haven't gotten 1 Black Widow yet. I mean, maybe I need to go do this on a different character. Maybe is that part of it? I get the same one. That's what I had before, right? So I don't want that. Now, I have heard of that happening before. Is the first time that you get your old character, it does re-roll to the same exact stat that it had before. I don't know if that's every time, but I have heard that before. So I don't know. I mean, is that a thing? Is there a particular pattern? I'm not paying attention to the pattern as I do this. Maybe you guys can see it. So I'm going to keep rolling. I'll speed through this so you can actually see. I think you get the idea here. I'll speed through this if you really want to, you know, see all of it. I'll have it at a faster speed going through. Feel free to play it at a slower, you know, whatever you want. But I just don't want to sit here and necessarily like drag you through if this takes another 10 minutes, right? There we go. All right. That's not too bad. PvP damage decrease. Okay. So that took a little bit. Not crazy amount, but a little bit. So I've now got, so that's basically took me 2,000,000 gold. All right. So it took me 2,000,000. I'll go put that back on my Black Widow. I now feel comfortable putting that card on her and actually taking it up to the next level. So I'm going to put her into 6 stars, because otherwise, I don't know if I would have wanted to do that, right? But now that's actually a decent card. I'll put that into storage, go put it back on Black Widow. So that's where you can kind of re-roll some of those exclusive stats a little bit. But again, make sure you got gold to do it, okay? That's key. So one of the things I slightly regret is that I brought up some of these characters' gear to like 3 stars. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I didn't realize it at the time. So now what I can do is, and I just switched it. I had a 2-star glove, so I needed 1 more piece of gear to get my Midgardia helm here to 4 stars. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. So guess what? It's going to be 4 stars, right? So so I can transmute that to 4 stars. And now I get it up to 4 stars. Now what I'm going to do to that is I'm going to go take that to the transmuter, and we're going to do the same thing. So remember how I was talking earlier where I want to actually get it so that I can get this to Black Widow. So I come here, I unlock it, I select it, and I'm going to transmute this until I get it to Black Widow. Now, the nice thing about this is I just need to get it to her, right? So I don't have to worry about each stat within it being a good stat. If it was surface to air like the card, on this, I just need it to be Black Widow. So again, we're going to take a quick screenshot here. A little bit different gold, so it's 16,709 for the gold account. We'll see how many times it takes to get this to re-roll to Black Widow. And once it does, I'm going to go put it on her, and I'm going to use it for transmutation. Storm. Don't want it on Storm. All right, so Storm, unlock, select. You guys get the idea right here, right? Okay, so unless it happens here in this turn, I'm going to fast forward through this. Storm again. I don't want Storm. All right. So, I mean, and again, if she keeps rolling to Storm, it's like, all right, maybe I have to go to a different character to do this and try it on that one. All right. Star-Lord. Don't want Star-Lord. All right. So you guys get the concept here. Again, I'm going to speed through this part, and I'm going to do it so that it'll be a little bit faster, so you don't have to necessarily hear me talk the whole time as I'm doing it. I think you get the idea. I'm doing this over and over until I get it to Black Widow. There it is. As I was saying, I was going to fast forward. So guess what? I'm now going to take that. I'm going to drop it into my squad storage, put in storage. Another piece of Nano gear for Black Widow. What do I want to do again now? I want to switch my tunes. I'm going to go to another character. I'm going to do the same thing. So now I've got a bunch of nano fodder, assuming I'm not going to use that nano fodder for that particular character. Like say I wanted Midgardian Storm and I'm going to build up Midgardian Storm. If I'm not going to use that, then why not build it up? And again, you know, I started building up my characters a little bit, so I kind of regret that. You know, I don't have a bunch, but here's my Midgardian Tiara. I need a bunch of stuff for here, but once I get it up, I just need some gear, you know, and maybe I can, you know what I can do to actually help with this? Here's a little tip. Here's a little tip. I can go spend some gold. Where's my I'll take this character here. I'm gonna go buy here. Hey, look at all these 1-star. Now, it's not cheap, right? But I get all this easy, free 1-star gear. I haven't bought this yet on my alts. I bought it on my main. And so now I will take that and I will go to all the, and they're in different zones. I will go get those pieces of gear and I will build that to 4-star. I will roll it until I get to Black Widow and I will put it on Black Widow for more nano fodder. Boom! All right, that's the tips we got for the day. Hopefully this stuff's been helpful. Again, I tried to do it for a little bit of beginner stuff, a little bit for some mid to later stuff as well, like that little trick there with, you know, getting more nano fodder. So I hope it's been helpful. If you're new to the channel, like I mentioned earlier, check out the Discord link in the description below. Hammer down like buttons, click notification bells, subscribe if you like. If you want to share with your alliance mates, grandma, grandpas, niece, nephews, uncles, aunts, cousins, feel free. Up to you. All right, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.